Welcome, everybody. We'll have some other people coming. I think the link issue might have caused people to not come, but that's all right. So, welcome to the Mindful Tech Club. This is our 8-week digital wellness series where we bring in different special guests each week to help teach you different body and mind techniques to help you release stress, which can help to reduce the compulsivity to be on technology. So, a little bit about me. My name is Sarah. As I just said, I'm one half of the Mindful Tech Club. Fernando is not on the call right now, he's working, but he will be here next week and I will be out of town. So, the Mindful Tech Club was founded by both of us because we are passionate about having better relationships with technology because of our own struggles over the years. Personally, I was addicted to social media for well over 8 years, and it took a lot of time and energy to work through that. And I didn't have support. I really didn't have a community or people buying in 2019. It was pretty taboo back then. It still is taboo that I'm not really on social media and somebody who's a Gen Z person. So that's why we built the Mindful Tech Club. We want to help people to have support and accountability and community when they're working through their relationship with technology. And it's a very safe and supportive environment that we're building through online events, in-person events in Philadelphia and Miami. And then we're running our first 6-week cohort starting in January. So we will send more information about that in the follow-up email. And welcome, Lee. It's nice to meet you. I haven't met you, so I was just introducing myself and about the Mindful Tech Club. We'll be starting the exercise shortly, and you can chime in after the exercise if you would like. So that's about the Mindful Tech Club. That's about me. It's a very short blurb, and we're really excited to have Jayme tonight. Jayme is a good friend of mine, and she's been really, really helpful the last year plus that I've known her and my healing journey. She helped me when I was having really, really, really tight jaw issues, and the doctor told me to go to an oral surgeon and go see a dentist and all these crazy things. And I said, Jayme, I think you can cure me. So she did. She helped me. And she's also been really supportive with my ADD journey and also is very passionate about microdosing psilocybin and can support clients in that way. So if anybody's interested in Jayme's work, I'll be happy to send over her website and other information, which is also linked in the Luma event. And yeah, that's about Jayme. So Jayme, if you would love to chime in, add in some more stuff, and then kick us off for this exercise.
Sure. Hi, I'm Jamie. My name is Jayme Gillen Weismann. I am the founder of Radiant Souls. I have my practice out in sunny AZ. I know a lot of the country is in a winter mode or a cooler session. It's still very hot here. 100, like 91 degrees or something today. Radiant Souls was born from my own healing journey. I took a path that led me through lots of early childhood trauma, some misdiagnoses, a neurological illness, and rediscovering what it means to live in my body in an authentic, spiritually connected way. And so now I work with clients creating safe, compassionate spaces for others to do that same work, where healing is not just possible, but becomes that natural part of your life. Um, I am an integrative somatic practitioner and also a psychedelic integration guide. And my approach blends both a nervous system awareness, body-based practice, trauma awareness, and the wisdom of sacred plant medicines into an entire cohesive practice. I see clients on both ends of the spectrum, some only somatically, some only psychedelically, and some with a beautiful bridge between them. Whether people are microdosing or processing trauma or just want to feel more present in their body, I help us reconnect with the innate wisdom that's already there, that quiet inner voice that we don't always listen to, just to find our way back to ourselves. Radiant Souls is more than a business, it's a community of awakening and remembrance. I offer somatic healing, integration circles, and all kinds of workshops. Some of the workshops I've done are nature based or creativity based. And they use like a metaphor for transformation where we pick pieces of broken things in nature or in our lives to create beautiful art that just kind of helps tune us into that broken or forgotten pieces of ourselves to create that new whole version that is um, beautifully redefined, like in kintsugi, the Japanese art of putting broken things together with gold. So it creates this more beautiful version of ourselves. So my deepest intention is to hold space with integrity, authenticity, and love to help people move from disconnection to embodiment, from fear to freedom, and from surviving to really thriving. So if you're feeling called to reconnect with your body, your truth, or your spirit, I welcome you to our practice today. You already carry the light you're looking for. So, my role is always simply to help you remember how to let your own light shine. Thank you for having me here, Sarah.
Absolutely. And we're ready when you are to dive into the exercise.
Awesome. Okay, so welcome everybody. Today we are going to explore how our bodies respond to the digital world and how we can come back into balance using simple somatic tools. So I first invite you to take a slow look around the room you're in. Just let your eyes wander without needing to fix on anything in particular. Notice the colors, textures, how the light meets different areas of the space that you're in. And allow your eyes to rest on something that feels pleasant or even neutral. The simple act of orienting in a room, just that looking around, noticing your breath, sensing what's in the space with you, lets your nervous system know that you're safe. And it's totally the opposite of that tunnel vision that comes from constant focus on a screen. So we're going to begin to notice where you are. So feel your seat and how your seat connects. Feel your feet in your shoes or your socks or on the ground. And just feel what is surrounding you. Are you on a chair, a couch? Is it soft? Is it hard? Simply arrive to this present moment we are in. And we're going to begin to inhale through the nose and just sense your body expanding slightly. And we're going to slowly exhale through pursed lips like you're blowing bubbles. We're going to inhale through the nose for a count of 4. And we exhale with an elongated breath through those pursed lips for the count of 6. Inhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through those pursed lips, allowing yourself to soften into the support of your chair. Inhale, we're going to begin to unwind the strain from our eyes and our neck. Exhale. These two areas are deeply affected by screen use. Inhale through the nose, keeping your head still. Move your eyes slowly to the left side. As you exhale, move only your eyes slowly to the right. We're going to do this again. Inhale, move the eyes slowly to the left. And exhale, slowly moving the eyes to the right. Just become aware of how far your eyes can move without moving your head. And on the next inhale, we'll connect the head to the eyes. So we'll inhale and move the whole head to the left. And as we exhale, move the whole head to the right. Again, we'll inhale, moving the whole head to the left. And exhale, moving the whole head to the right. Notice how, as you move your head, you are connected through the spine. On the next inhale, I invite you to close your eyes. Gently just sense the darkness. As you exhale, become aware of the rest that your eye muscles feel in this moment. And imagine your gaze softening even further. On the next inhale, I invite you to keep your eyes closed if that feels comfortable, or soften your gaze to where everything in sight is very blurry. Continue inhaling and exhaling in through the nose, out through those pursed lips. When we breathe in this way, where the exhale is longer than the inhale, it grounds us. It helps us reduce our anxiety and brings much needed oxygen to all those systems in our body. As we inhale, I just want you to think about all the hours we spend engaging on the screens, and it pulls our attention outward. As you exhale, realize that this often leaves our nervous system overstimulated and our bodies underattended. Inhale. This session is about returning to yourself. Exhale, learning to listen, to feel, and regulate your system so that technology supports you rather than draining you. Inhale. We live in a world where technology touches nearly every part of our life. Exhale. It connects us, educates us, inspires us, but can also quietly pull us away from our body, from nature, and from one another. Inhale. It's not that technology is bad. It's that without awareness, we start living from the neck up. Exhale. Our minds race while our bodies tighten. Our breath becomes shallow, and we forget that our nervous systems were not designed for constant stimulation. Inhale. That's where mindful technology use comes in, and where somatic practice can make all the difference. Exhale. Somatics invites us to return to the body, to slow down enough to feel how technology is impacting us. Inhale. Before reaching for the phone, can you notice your breath? Exhale. When scrolling social media, can you feel what happens in your chest, your belly, in your shoulders? Inhale. These simple observations can transform the way we engage with technology. Exhale. Somatic practice helps us build in the capacity to pause, to come into our bodies, back home to ourselves. Inhale. Through grounding, breath work, movement, and awareness, we begin to regulate our nervous system that technology so often overstimulates. Exhale. Somatics helps us learn to notice when we're getting activated, when our eyes blur, our jaws clench, or we start to dissociate, and to gently bring ourselves back with touch, movement, or even just a long exhale. Inhale. In my work with clients, I often see how this embodied awareness not only reduces anxiety and overwhelm, but deepens our presence and connection. Exhale. Technology then becomes a tool, not a trap, and it serves consciousness rather than fragmenting it. Inhale. Mindful technology use isn't about rejection, it's about relationship. Exhale. We can use our devices as portals for connection, creativity, and growth if we stay anchored into our body. As you inhale, bring one hand to your chest and place the other on your belly. Notice where the breath naturally moves. And exhale without forcing. Your, feel your shoulders naturally drop. Inhale. Screens often pull us forward. As you exhale, gently open the chest, rolling your shoulders down and back. On your next inhale, you can stretch your arms to the side, feeling the space between your ribs. As you exhale, allow your spine to lengthen and your body to expand. Inhale. These moments are the medicine. They help us return to what is real: our breath, our heartbeat, our presence, and release. As we inhale, become mindful of somatic awareness, how we connect to the body and how the body connects to the breath. On the next inhale, I want you to raise your shoulders up toward your ears. And as you exhale, release. We carry so much tension on our shoulders and our neck. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale and release. This time, as you inhale, roll the shoulders forward. Exhale and release. Inhale, rolling the shoulders forward. Exhale and release. This time we're going to go the opposite way. So as we inhale, we roll the shoulders back. Shoulder blades come together toward each other. Exhale and release. Inhale, rolling those shoulders back. Exhale and release. On the next inhale, drop your chin to your chest. Inhale, chin to the chest. Exhale and just hold there. Inhale, hold this position. As you exhale, release further into the stretch. And inhale, head back to center. Exhale. We're going to connect through touch to remind our body where we begin and where we end. So on the next inhale, take your hands and rub them together, palms together until warm. Then gently exhale and sweep your arms or your legs. Just feel the warmth. On the next inhale, let's rub those hands, palms together again. This time, as we exhale, we're going to place the hands on the neck and a hold. Inhale, rub the hands together one more time. And as you exhale, place one hand over your heart and the other on your belly. Notice how grounding this feels. Notice what it's like on the inside, holding yourself instead of bringing that awareness to the screen. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. I want to walk you through how we align our posture. One of the things that happens when we're on the computer so much or hunched over our phone in social media is that we don't sit properly. So we are going to intentionally align our posture to sit. So we're going to straighten our back and our shoulders. The back of our buttocks should touch the back of the chair. And we should feel 3 curves to the spine. There's a cervical curve that goes out. There's a thoracic curve that comes in, and then the lumbar curve that comes back out. Just become aware of your posture as you're sitting. You want to sit on your chair straight up and draw yourself up like there's a string through the top of your head, holding you upright. Now I want you to exaggerate your posture and round your shoulders like you're slouched and hunched over. Now I want you to exaggerate the opposite way, like you're stretching your back as far as possible. and then release. This is how you should be sitting. So when we're sitting at the computer or hunched over our phone and we're doing what we do, lost for hours on end, instead, take breaks to just realign your posture for a moment. Take that breath, become aware of what's in the room with you. It will help you keep mindful of what your intent with technology really is. While we're sitting, we want our weight distributed evenly between our 2 feet and our 2 legs. The two hips should be parallel. Our feet should touch the ground. We don't want to cross our legs. We want our feet flat, knees bent at right angles if possible. And this is how we sit. When we take the time to readjust our posture and our alignment, it helps us focus on staying present and in our body. This is one easy way to bring yourself back to yourself. I want you to take a moment to notice what you're feeling. Notice what it's like to be in your body, in your breath, in your mind. What feels different than when we started? Think about your daily digital rhythm. Where can you find the time to build in micro pauses like these? A 1 minute breath, a small stretch, walking outside. One of the easiest things to do in the middle of your busy digital life is to take 3 breaths. So if you notice you've been doom scrolling, or playing a game, or chatting away on the phone, just take a moment to set your phone down. Take a deep breath in through the nose for 4, exhale for 6. Stretch your neck and your shoulder. Place a hand on your heart or your belly and just remind yourself that you are here. One of the easiest ways to ground is to step outside. Feet in the grass, touching the earth, looking at the sky. All of that brings you back into the present moment. Digital wellness is not about rejecting technology. It's about reclaiming our body's natural capacity to self-regulate while using it. We're going to return to the breath. Take a deep inhale through the nose. This time when you exhale through the mouth, I want you to say, inhale through the nose. Exhale with the ha breath. This time, inhale through the nose and exhale with a voo. Voo stimulates the vagus nerve and lets you immediately ground as well. Last breath in and either ha or voo out. Ooh. Slowly begin to blink open your eyes and allow your awareness to come into the room. Notice the space that you're in. Wiggle your arms, your fingers, your toes, stretch if you like. Notice other people around you or in the call. Feel your body. This is your home base, that steady place you can always return, even in the middle of a busy day in your digital world. I'm going to turn this back over to Sarah for some Q&A.
Thank you, Jayme. That was really beautiful. I definitely feel more grounded and that my neck got a nice stretch. And one thing that I like to do, anybody can take or leave this, but when I'm on the bus or in an Uber, because I don't have a car in Philadelphia, I will take moments to just reset by doing, I don't know what this move is called, but that thing, what do you call that? Okay, whatever that is, but it's like helps you to reset your neck as well. And I also stretch my neck there and back when I'm on the train or the bus. It's just 5 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes, super easy. It's a great way to reset. I definitely notice a difference whenever I take those moments to stretch my body rather than go on my phone. So I want to invite in any shares. If anybody feels comfortable sharing, we have just a few minutes. If you want to share how the experience was for you, if you want to give any feedback to Jayme, or if you have any questions about Jayme's work, please ask those right now. And if there aren't any, then we'll close out.
I'll just say, hi, Jamie. This is Binta. That was wonderful. I really appreciated the practice. And what came up for me was when you were guiding us through and creating more of those moments of pause, like and kind of like signals for pause, specifically when I'm going down a rabbit hole on my phone, or even when I get that trigger before I even start, like, can I use that as a moment of pause? So that came up for me when you were guiding us through. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Yeah, I think it's so important to remember like something usually triggers us to start picking up that distraction mechanism. And so if you can pause beforehand, it is so important just to where is my body? And do I need to be doing this right now? Is it beneficial? And sometimes the answer is yes, right? And that's okay too. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think for me, just the breathing, practice that you led us through kind of just reinforced for me how powerful breathing is and how effective it can be about for centering yourself or for realigning yourself. It's incredibly useful.
I totally agree. And just remembering that even when you're activated or bored or whatever reason you pick up your phone, just changing your breath is enough to reset your nervous system and pull you out of whatever moment you're in. Just a little bit longer breath going out regrounds you in a second.
Anyone else want to share or have any questions about Jayme's work or any questions for me about the Mindful Tech Club before we close out? All right. Well, thanks to all of you for coming, and thank you to Jayme for that exercise. I'll be sending a follow-up email to all of you, and the recording will be included. It will probably be here tomorrow, just I need some time to edit it. And our next event is with Oliver Phoenix next Wednesday from 7:15 to 8 p.m. Eastern. And the title of their session is Unplugged and Unmasked, Finding and embodying authenticity in a noisy world. So if that sounds of interest to you, Oliver will be building off of actually what Jayme did and deepening the experience. So it will be a almost kind of two-part connected exercise. Oliver is very in much in the somatic space as well and has a yoga background and movement. So they're super knowledgeable as well. And I would love to see y'all there. And then also all the next sessions. And actually, Binta, who commented and gave feedback to Jayme, will be doing November 19th. And it will be focused on creative writing. I don't know if you want to throw anything in there, Binta. You could feel free to put a little blurb in, but I'm really excited for your session as well.
Sure. I'll just say I'm looking forward to that. Just going to use creative writing as a way to consider the habits that we have and also think how we, our self-concept, right? Like how can we use writing to think of ourselves differently and then shift the way that we move through the world.
Awesome. And if anyone's interested in learning more about the Mindful Tech Club, I'm actually going to put the links in the chat. You can register for our other events as well with these two different links. And then you can learn more about us on our website. And we are running our first 6-week cohort starting in January. So if you feel like you need a tech reset, if you know people in your life need a tech reset, I'm sure you do, pass along this information. It's going to be really valuable. It's going to be focused on accountability, community, support, and resources. So over 6 weeks, we're going to go really deep into your relationship with technology. And then over the course of a year, we're going to help you fine tune what we're coining your mindful tech system and send you into the real world and see how it sticks. Because there will be moments of the year where it might not work as well. AKA the holidays are coming up and you might not want to hear your uncle yell at you about some sort of nonsense. So it might be easy to go scroll at that time. And we would like to stress test your mindful tech system over the year. So thanks again, guys. And thank you, Jayme. And I'm super excited to have Binta also do her workshop in a couple weeks. So until then, everybody have a great night and yeah, be well. Take those moments of pause, like Jayme said, that can be your integration practice, right? Thread those in. Try even right now after this call. If you're thinking, oh, maybe I need to respond to that text, take a moment, pause, and see if it's actually important. Or maybe it's time to get ready for bed. So that's my invitation. And it was great connecting with y'all. Have a wonderful night.